Hello, how you doing? Hope you're doing great. Um, Happy New Year again for those of you joining us. And I want to say a big thank you. We hit 6,000 subscribers. Yay! Thank you so much. This is a New Year gift from you to me, and I appreciate it so much. All right, thank you so much. And if you're joining us, please hit the like button. That's the least you can do for me. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, so it's been a week already, and a week and some days, right? Almost 2 weeks, yeah. And we've been, struggling and going through the application process for the joint application. And for those of you applying for the professional or vocational teachers program, that it's ongoing as well. That's the last time I made a mistake that the last day for you to upload your documents for the joint application is the 26th. Nope. It's on the 24th of January. 24th of January 2024 is the last day for you to upload your documents to the joint application, but you have to submit your application form before the 17th of January. I just want to make that correction here, all right? Because it's very important. I don't want to say, oh, I didn't upload on the 24th because Tabi said the last or the due date to submit is the 26th, not 26th. It's the 24th. Okay, so if you want to apply to any of these vocational or professional teachers education in Finland, then you should get on it right away and make sure you read the information on each program. As we all know, there are different programs in different universities. There's one in different cities. There's one in Tampere. There is one here in Hagahelia in Helsinki. There is one in Hamk, that's from Hamalina. There's one in Jyväskylä. So please, you need to read through this different teachers education program and also the requirements, because some of them, they kind of like differ. So please read through them and make sure you apply to the right ones. Okay, I just want to chip that in because it's very important. If you want to apply, you can apply right away, and the application ends. I'm gonna put a date, but not on the 17th, like after the 17th. Okay, so there's just a little bit more time, like a week, for you to apply. So make sure you apply now. For those of you applying for the joint application and you're asking if you'll be able to apply for the separate or rolling admission, yes, this is a joint application. You submit one application form with 6 different programs or from different universities as well. But after this joint application, universities will have separate application. They'll have rolling admission. You will still be eligible to apply to this separate and rolling admission. So don't be scared, like, okay, I really want to apply to this program but it's on separate or rolling admission. How do I apply to the joint application without me applying to this or that one? You can apply. Separate application is different from joint, okay, and most of the separate applications are not included in the joint application. So you need to also research that, read some of this information. They are very important. So for my people from vocational schools, you can't apply for a vocational program in a university. It's different. We're talking about vocational schools and universities, all right? So you have to make sure you're doing the right thing. And yes, you can apply during this joint application and then also apply to vocational schools. There are different application forms, different application times, different applications requirements. So they are not the same. For example, it's possible for me to apply to this joint application and I apply also to VAMIA or to Vivaria. Okay, they are not the same. So please take advantage and apply if you are eligible to apply to these programs. All right. So one more thing I want to draw your attention to, because like application period is ongoing, I want to finish with this joint application process before going to the next step. All right, I don't want to mix things up, and I know that some of you need this information. That's why I'm talking about joint application and every other thing that has to do with this particular application period. So if you are here and you are bored or you don't want to hear about this, please don't go away. I talk about other things. It's just that I like to go through the process with my people, because whether you like it or not, the joint application is a big thing now, yeah, when it comes to studying in Finland. So I have to talk about it, go through it together with you guys. All right. So we have just few more days, less than 1 week to go, and don't bother if you are here for something else that has to do with studying in Finland. I have tons of video, and I'm going to talk about it. Talk about some of these things after this week. All right. So what should you do? Because I got an email and someone, it's in a like tight corner. My passport is not ready and I really want to submit. I don't know how you're going to submit, because you need your passport number. All right, you need it. You need your passport. Like, let's be reasonable. If you don't have a passport, how do I can't trust that you travel to come study. So it makes sense, all right, for them to require your passport. Your passport is very, very important. And for those of you applying for a master's program, if you apply for a master's program, check the country-specific requirements when it comes to you uploading or sending your documents. For example, I came across a master's program from Abo Academy. All right, it's ongoing. The application period is ongoing, and you may be thinking, oh, it's just one application form. They'll go to the website, the school's website. They will tell you how to send your documents. If you are from Africa and you are applying for a master's program in some of these universities, please check country-specific requirement, how to send your documents to these universities. For example, I'm talking about the ones I know. For example, Abo Academy, for a master's program, still with University of Helsinki, still with most of the universities when it comes to master's programs, you are supposed to go to your university back home. So for example, I am from University of Boya. That's where I got my bachelor's degree, and I'm applying for a program here in Finland. Yes, I'll apply for the program and then I'll attach my scanned copy. So scan copies of my transcript of records, my certificates, anything that has to do with my education, or like my previous education in my university. I will scan it and then I upload it. But I will need to post certified copies of these same documents to the university. And mind you, I can't just go to DHL, I can't just go to whatever and just post them. No, you can't post these documents to your university by yourself. No, you have to go to your university back home and tell them, this is the address of the university I'm applying to. They need my documents within this time period. What they did to me, I know it's a long time, but I think that's what they still do. You pay, like you apply for new transcript of records. They certify it, you pay, and then they will certify your I didn't have my certificate at that time, so it was just my transcript. So if you have yours, they will certify it as well, and they will post it themselves. So it's coming from your school, it's coming from your university. All you need to do is to pay the postage fee. It's not as if they're posting it for free. You pay the fee and give them the so like for mine, I wrote the address myself. You address everything. You put the school's address there, everything, and you give it to them, so they will post it from your university. You are not gonna post it by yourself. So when they post it, it gets here, you're gonna receive an email that your documents have been received. So I I know the system back home. I know how tricky these things are, even though it's supposed to be our right as students or past students or alumni, but that's how it is, and you need to be quick about it because there's a timeline. All right, so please, masters, I'm not talking about bachelor's degree students, I'm talking about masters. If you're applying for a master's program, please check the country specific requirement when it comes to you submitting your documents. So it's very important. Okay, so I'm just trying to touch some of the questions and some of the core things or issues, or stuff that you may find challenging or you need clarity. Now, the other thing is the entrance exam. I've been, once in a while I just go to study info, I just look at some of the programs and then I read through the requirements just to get to know what's up. And I realized that not all programs require you to write the entrance exam, and not all programs have the written part. There are some, I'm talking about bachelor programs now, there are some programs that require you to have the SAT test, and there are some programs that require you to take a course. There are some programs that require you to just write a motivation letter and then you'll be called for an interview. So please don't just fill the form and you're like, I'm waiting for entrance exam. Meanwhile, the program, entrance exam is not part of the evaluation method or the selection method. All right, so read, and get more information about the program that you are applying to. So don't just say I am waiting for entrance exam. Meanwhile, you have a list of questions to answer. And for those of you writing motivation letters, answering some of these questions, don't start writing on the application form. Why? Because when you write on the application form, there's something called proofreading or going through what has been written. If you write on a Word document, you'll be able to use Grammarly or other editor to kind of go through your grammatical errors and correct them, or you may give it to someone to proofread it for you. So if you're writing on the application form, I think that's not the ideal way of doing things. You can write them on a Word file and make sure a Word document, sorry, and make sure someone proofreads it, and also you can do your editing. When you're done, then you just copy and then you paste it. That's one tip for you, very important. So don't just go and you're writing and you're counting the words, 250 words, this is like 100 words, I still need 150. No, you don't have to do that. Just write, do the correction, and then paste it. Okay, all right. So I don't know if there is if you have more questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll go through it and try to reply the best I can. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and I really hope that by April some of us will be happy to come study in Finland. Okay, all right. So I wish you all the best, and for those of you waiting for VAMIA and other vocational schools, fingers crossed, don't bother. I know that one is a marathon because everyone wants to apply, so you have to be ready. Okay, all right. So have an amazing week ahead, and God bless you. See you next week. Bye.